Hello, and I hope you enjoyed this brief presentation on why play is out of this world, the benefits of play, presented by Rebecca Bushy. My hope after sharing this video is that you will be excited and encouraged to spend even more time playing with your child. The entire presentation is going to be on the benefits of play, and I will start off with the types of play. A child who's unoccupied, they are just sitting by themselves. They're not really interested in playing, or they don't appear interested anyways. So they're not looking at their friends. And they don't look like they are about to join in on play. Solitary play, the child is playing, they're playing by themselves. An onlooker is interested in play. They may be looking over at their friends and trying to check out what they may go play with. Parallel play, the child may be playing near somebody, but their functions are independent of the other child, even if what they look like looks very similar to what the other child is doing. Associative play, they're playing in and around other children, but they are still kind of doing independent things of the other child or children. Cooperative play, the children are doing things as a group, as a team, with a common goal in mind. A structured sport game might be an example. So this quote here really sets the stage for the rest of the presentation. If there's anything that your pediatrician probably would love you to hear about playing with your child, it's that it could be argued that active play is so central to child development that it should be included in the very definition of childhood. The power of play is unmistakable. And this quote actually came from a leading pediatrician journal. Play really does help children develop and learn. The academics of play. So when your child is engaged in play, they're engaged in beginning academic concepts. For instance, a teacher who designs opportunity for structured play, they're really learning about your child's development and assessing it, and then they're setting your child up to develop, let's say, their language. A child enters the sociodramatic center and they are just kind of using a few words to talk to their friends. Over time, the language that you hear coming out of the sociodramatic center as they're putting on a show or a play, it just increases with the support of the teacher and with the maturity of play. It really does help their language skills. Something as simple as Play-Doh. If your child's using Play-Doh, they're learning math. They're doing things like geometry, shapes. They're learning also concepts of language. They're sitting near their friend as they think and create and do. And as they do all of these things, they're having fun. They're using logic. They're using skills that they have and skills that they'll need to sharpen as they get older. And they really are young scientists, mathematicians, authors, and make-believers. And it's all being done in a fun and developmentally appropriate way. And as they learn these things, it will help them so much in their future academics. If there's one thing your pediatrician would probably want you to know about play, it is the immense benefits. Children need to play for their health benefits. It is so good for their developing bodies and their minds. When they learn to play, again, they're learning social skills as they talk to their friends, as they interact with them. They're learning how to regulate their thoughts and emotions. They're building a sense of themselves, and they're figuring out the world around them and who they are. When they use items that another student is also using, they're learning to take turns in a developmentally appropriate way. As they run and jump, they're increasing their gross motor skills. Again, Play-Doh, and when they're using Play-Doh, they're increasing their fine motor skills, and they're going to use their fine motor skills later in things such as handwriting. Play helps children's brains grow and accept new information. And when children sit and pretend with a friend, they're becoming even more creative and they're strengthening those language skills again. And one thing about play, too, when they're sitting with their friend, is they may even learn something new about what others think and believe. Something I wanted to leave you with before I conclude is that sometimes cost will make people think that they can't get the best, most exceptional toys for their child. And please rest assured that you don't have to have the most expensive, top of the line toys to get your child involved in play. Simple things like jump ropes, balls, chalk, a local playground, dress up. You may even have things around the house that your child would enjoy dressing up in. Play Doh, again, is just so fun. The library's children's room might even have toys that the children can use, and again, that's free. So, first, I want to thank you for joining me and listening about the importance of play in your child. Um, in conclusion, early childhood experts and pediatricians would agree that play is so important and essential to early childhood. They believe it so much that, as you heard, it could define childhood. Play has academic and developmental benefits and is the developmentally appropriate way to foster those future academic skills. They're not ready to learn academic skills abstractly, but they are absolutely ready to learn them concretely and in a fun way. And they may not even realize exactly what that activity is doing for their brain, but they are learning. And remember, you don't need the most expensive toys to promote play. Um, Inexpensive toys or free works just as well. Thank you so much.